Well, today I started my broadcast a bit later than always, and that is why I can't sing for you loudly because I live in multi-story building and it's apartment, yes, and I can't disturb my neighbors. This because in this country now is evening. And maybe we can talk, we can communicate, and of course I can make you several spreads with my magic cards tarot. And you may ask me something. You remember that I'm fortune teller. Yes, I know tarot and practiced tarot during many years of my life, and a lot of interesting stories. I remember that I helped people in different situations with these cards, and it really works. So you can also try to come into touch with this ancient and very interesting system of not only of fortune telling really, but also of working with your subconsciousness. And I think it's the main idea, the core sense of this practice, because our subconsciousness contains everything that people call magic, yes, and such phenomenon as intuition, as some our super feelings, yes, everything is in our head, in our mind, yes, because our subconsciousness contains. Oh, hello, hello. Our subconsciousness contains everything that is connected not only with our personal experience, because our age, someone may be of 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, yes, and so on and so forth. But your subconsciousness contains the experience of all your ancestors. So it's a knowledge, the age of which is many, many, many ages. And that is why this great treasury that you contain and inside. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, dear. Stay with me, and very soon will be fortune telling for you. Well, thank you so much. So, really, I would like to say that with the help of cards tarot, you can come into touch with deep layers of your psyche and open great forces. In ordinary life, sometimes we can't. Ah, hello, hello. I'm fine, thank you. What about you? um, Life is a struggle, yes. So I can say that I struggled today. No matter. Oh, thank you so much, thank you. So I just telling now to my friends about my favorite cards tarot, because very soon. Oh, thank you so much. I also can follow you. Well, oh, you are so handsome. Well, I'm fortune teller. I'm also have my show here as musician, but now I see. Hi, India. Sketch artist. What does it mean? Interesting, sketch artist. I need to look to the dictionary maybe. So you paint, you draw some sketches or what? Yeah. I see. Well. Ah, I see. Wow. I also like to draw sometimes, but of course it's not professionally. I don't do it professionally, but these words I understand. Yes. It's great. That's why you are so handsome, maybe. I also started to go to gym during several weeks, and I feel that my energy grows. You know that, especially I know that you know, yes. In India, India is a motherland of so many practices of working with your mind and body. Uh, so really, it's not a secret, not a secret that with the help of work with your body, you may also influence very positively your mind, your thoughts, your thinking, your cognition, cognitive process, everything. And that is why every day I started my day from 100 small smiles. It's not only very useful for how to say, for muscles of the face, yes, face muscles, but also when you smile, ah, uh-huh. Maybe I'll try to see. Maybe if I miss them, I'll try to see them, of course. Subscribe my YouTube channel. I have there my Instagram, and we can like subscribe each other. Yes, under every my video there is information about my Instagram, and we can communicate also. uh, so I would like to say that when you smile to the world, your muscles give impulses, electric impulses to your brain, and you feel yourself better even when your day may be not so nice, yes, and you need some support. You may find the support in yourself, in your body, because matter and spirit are very close to each other, really, uh, in Western tradition, maybe, especially in Middle. I see. In Western tradition, it's from Middle Ages was common that mind and spirit and body something like oppositions, yes. But in India, I know exactly that people from ancient ages understood the deep connections between our components of human being, yes. So everything should be in harmony, and working with our body, we also work with our mind, and vice versa. Yeah, so I worked with sportsmen, and I learned very well that they are very positive people who have positive thinking, and also that they are very healthy, not only, I mean, physically, but also spiritually. They have less prejudice, more clear thoughts. So really, I like it. Hello, hello. Oh, I would like, yes, I know that there are a lot of interesting things in India. I started to think about it when I was a student, and we learned religions of the world, and exactly works of Mircea Eliade, the greatest scientist who studied cultures of the world, religions of the world from Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. And one day, when he was a student, he wrote a thesis on diploma thesis on philosophy, and he worked in a library of Vatican, and there he worked with one book about Indian philosophy, and at the first page of this book, the author thanked to Indian billionaire who gave him ability to travel to India, yes, and to study Indian culture, Indian languages. And Mircea Eliade found there some data. I don't know how it was. It was like the beginning of the 20th century. And also wrote to this Raja, to this Indian noble person, and just he was a very direct boy without any not very shy, yes, very brave really. And he wrote, "Dear Raja, I am Mircea Eliade. I am student who studies Indian philosophy, and let me please pay some money for me to go to your country and to study a bit Indian culture." He asked about maybe several months, but Raja answered him. It was a letter, of course, at that time, and he paid his traveling, his living in India during 3 years. And Mircea Eliade, you should understand that that period, the first half of the 20th century, such travelings from Europe to India wasn't so popular. It was rather rare occurrence. And he, of course, he was excited, he was glad, and during 3 years of his life, he lived in India, he studied Indian culture, Indian philosophy. He was in Himalayas, he studied sacred texts, he studied Sanskrit, and later everything, this experience was reflected in his works, in his famous scientific books about Indian religions, Indian culture. And I, for instance, studied these books as a student. Really, it's masterpieces of science, yes, because it's so like encyclopedic person. Later, he became a professor of university in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. But all his life, he remembered his experience of meditation, of some sacred practices. Maybe it wasn't meditation, some other practices in a cave in Himalayan mountains, with one girl who was a journalist, American journalist. So he really practiced not only meditation, but a lot of sacred practices, because he had guru in India. So that experience not only gave him great knowledge, but also changed greatly his personality. So I know that India is a great country, and it's not for nothing that it is named spiritual continent. Well, hello, my dear. How are you today? Now we are speaking about India and Indian culture. I'm here a bit like in jungles, you see, with tigers. And one more tiger is lying on my chair. And now I need to go and to ask him to go another place, because I want to sit there at the table and make for you some spread with the help of my cat's tarot. So let's go and ask my Barsiquito together. Just a moment. Hello. Well, oh. So, my dear guests, my dear followers, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, elenazimorodok. And now, I think I'll take my magic cards tarot. So